Dre.
Dre Lane.
D Wade.
You got a good. First of all, how y'all doing today? How y'all feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. Got a little sun in my cup. I'm all right.
I'm good, man. You know.
I'm good, man. I don't know if everybody know right now, but this is what, take 6? So we
no, it's really like take 20.
This is we've been through this all day, so
listen, man.
We finally got it right. Let's keep it going. Hopefully,
let's keep it going. We got we got a good show for y'all this week. First off, we're gonna start with what's that?
Everybody's been giving us feedback.
Definitely, we can't forget the feedback.
Following the page.
And following the page, we definitely got a lot of people following the page. We are so appreciative of all the feedback and nice comments and the likes and subscriptions and all that. We're really humble. Thank you very much from all of you. I mean, I know from especially from me.
You know what the fuck I noticed though?
What's that?
The feedback that we be getting from women. Like that's great. The shit is so detailed. Like they break everything that we talk about, and every nigga that we send it out to, all our homies, that should be like, yo, that's shit cool. It's a good joint.
It's a different reaction.
It's a whole different reaction from females and males. It's crazy.
So we'll be falling short at numbers. Like, nah, that shit good, man. Like,
yeah, I feel like the females is more honest and critical about the feedback they give us. So I like that a lot. I like that they even like.
But good or bad is all respected, and we appreciate it. We appreciate it all. We taking it in, and we gonna get better every week.
For sure.
Can we also talk about real quick? Like this, our first joint that we all doing together.
I mean, we all together.
Yeah, it's a shout out for that.
I feel like we all together for a reason though. It's my man Drake's birthday, so
yeah.
Hey, pouring up. Yeah, appreciate it. It's an after party.
Big shout out to our production crew, Tavio.
We got Tav and Coop in the building.
We got Coop in the audience.
You know saying?
They got their plates already. We try to get done so we can like them.
We also want to definitely give a shout out to our sponsors, our two sponsors, Lane's Carpet Cleaning and Good Space Studios. We want to give a shout out and Strike a Speak for the beat.
For sure,
for sure. Strike for the intro. Man, we've been getting a lot of feedback on that. People have been coming, writing good comments about the intro, saying it's fire. So just wanted to, acknowledge that.
Yeah, I definitely saw that.
But it's a lot of new music this week.
Speaking of beats, right?
Every Friday.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Especially a couple of things stood out to me. I know I was downloading on my phone. I was downloading Lil Baby. You know what I mean?
That's the young GOAT right now. He killing everything. He
came out with the deluxe album, 6 new tracks.
Yeah, so he brought out a deluxe. It seems like that seems to be what all the artists are doing, coming out with a deluxe after the initial release of the album. So
how did you
know? It's extra 6 tracks.
What's your favorite track out the 6?
Listen, man. All 6 from the rip. If you already
don't miss.
Maybe don't miss.
He don't miss.
He
don't miss.
To be honest, like I'm not. Really, he don't miss. He don't miss.
He don't
like,
miss,
everything
man.
He put out was hot. Like, he not just flowing. He actually saying stuff when he rapping. So if you don't like Lil Baby, I don't know, because everybody I know, like even the people that don't even like that type rap, they love Lil Baby. So
yeah, it's still rolling right now. Honestly, those 6 records that he did, that could have been his own individual project.
Yeah,
niggas been dropping.
It could have been an
7,
EP.
No, because I was about to say, don't niggas drop like 7 songs?
Yeah, they be making EPs now.
So that could have been his own little project.
Sure.
My favorite joint on there is We Paid.
That's We Paid. That's what's up.
The 42 Doug.
42 Doug. We roll.
Yeah.
I like Humble. He talk. If you listening, he talking to somebody directly on there. I don't know who, but he talking to somebody. Because the stuff he's saying on that record, he going in.
I went Wade. I went We Paid with Wade, man.
That's a good joint though.
Yeah, Doug be rolling, man.
Like Humble. Somebody else dropped something like.
Of course.
Another GOAT.
Who could it be?
6 God.
Drake?
Yeah,
he
man.
dropped another one. Maybe I was living under a rock because I didn't even know he was coming out.
You didn't even know until the next morning, early afternoon.
I wasn't as impressed.
You wasn't impressed by Drake?
Man.
I think he got some shit on it, but it's throwaways. Like,
but I hate that shit. I don't like when you got 20-something tracks and it's just like, I can skip this, I can skip that. You might as well just put a whole new album out or something. I would rather you just take the best material that you have and just put it on an album and make that shit like 10 songs or something, like cut it in half. Then they have shit on there that I'm just like,
what Jones wasn't you impressed by though?
And it was
Like, cause I can go like I mean it was a couple on there that already came out, like they leaked on SoundCloud or whatever, but like there's bangers on there, like Desires with Future. I like that's a good job.
My favorite on there is actually Landed.
Landed.
I
like Lost.
Me personally, I don't skip a Drake song because even when you think it's corny in first initial listen, he's definitely saying something in it. Like,
that's the thing. So I gave it one run through. I was like, maybe
you definitely got
I gotta give it a second run through.
Yeah.
I think every album that you probably listen to, you gotta give it a second run through to something you want.
You can't listen to nothing one time and get
right. So I think
there's plenty of albums.
Like people albums will come out midnight Friday and people will be online 6 a.m. like, oh yeah, it's a classic. And you be like 6 in the morning, like like you did you listen?
Right.
You listen to like so you can listen to it 2-3 times before you get your honest opinion on it. But you know, a lot of people jump to it real quick. So you know,
what I want to do is I do want to give it a second run, but then I'm trying to figure out if it's a situation where somebody on top for so long and it's just like, I don't want to say I'm getting tired of it, but it's just it's some shit that you just kind of express. Like I know Drake for sure. Drake is one of the people that like don't miss. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And for me to be like, I'm listening to 20 tracks, and I'm just like, I don't really need all these 20 tracks.
Right. Maybe it's too many tracks for your liking.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So
did I not get the deluxe one? Because I only got 14
tracks too. So I don't know
is it 14? Well,
maybe I'm
tripping.
I'm listening to Take Care or some shit.
No, baby. You listen to Lil Baby Deluxe. You think my Lil Baby Deluxe?
The number.
I think 14 ain't bad.
I think 14 is cool for I'm about to say that.
I just like how
14 ain't bad, but then at the same time, like I said, 14, 20, whatever I thought that number was, I still didn't like it.
I just like that he put it out. Right. I like that he put it out to the streaming platforms because you can listen to all your music in one spot. Like I don't like having to go to Tidal and listen to something. And go to SoundCloud to listen to something. Yeah, like I like all my stuff being in one spot. I like making playlists and just listening to it straight through. I like how music transitions to each other. Like so, that's why. I mean, it's cool to me. I like a bunch of songs on here.
I mean, just Drake, Lil Baby that came out. I'm pro Lil Baby on this one.
Yeah, I feel that. I can feel that.
I think Lil Baby can miss.
He hasn't missed about 3 years. To me,
I think we appreciate the fact that they both dropped on the same day. I think we both appreciate that they both dropped on the same day. They're not scared of each other. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm gonna continue listening to both of them regardless.
I love it
because even the songs that people might not like or I might not like, I might listen to it later on, and then I'm gonna wind up liking it at the end of the day. So,
also musically, we got Jill Scott and Erykah Badu's battle on Versus.
Yeah, next Saturday on IG Live on Versus.
Mother's Day Eve, is that?
Yeah, Mother's Day Eve.
Mother's Day Eve.
Do it for the women.
Crafty.
I didn't even repeat that.
Yeah,
but once again, this is probably D-Wade level expertise. So, when the last time you heard of Jill Scott?
I'm gonna be honest. I like Erykah Badu. I like Jill Scott. I know more Erykah Badu songs, and even that's not it. I'm interested to see how the battle gonna go, and it's because big shout out to Versus because Versus been putting a lot of big names against each other, and we've been hearing some really good fucking music. But if you notice with the Verses, even the battles, there are 20 songs.
Right.
I don't know if they had 20 songs as pieces they could go back and forth about.
I definitely don't know 20 songs from either one of them. That's not no knock to either one of them. That's me. I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? Like I like Didn't You Know? I'm interested. I want to hear that shit. And all the battles that we've been listening to, it's the nostalgia of the song that I want to get.
Yeah.
But between those two, because I don't really know, I guess, in depth of their music and shit, their personalities is what I want to see, and their whole vibes.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Right, for sure.
That's gonna be interesting.
I only know one song from each. Like, name one. Like I know the Call Tyrone song from Erykah Badu.
The Call Tyrone song.
And I know the Let's Take a Long Walk from Jill Scott. Other than that, I might heard them, but I don't know the names of them. So this ain't. I'm pretty sure I know other songs, but I just don't know the names.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is, if you make sure you watch, man, I'm sure you'll just
I'm definitely watch.
You already know that you.
I'm just not gonna set up a date like I did for Teddy Riley and Babyface because
this might be still worth it.
I don't know if it might be worth it, but
it's still worth it.
They might have technical difficulties too.
But it was so smart of them to do 2 females the day before Mother's Day though. Like
that's
women don't mess it up. Women don't mess it up.
That's great. That's great advertising, marketing. That's like great for verses to be like, 2 women right before Mother's Day. Like
really,
that's love.
It's definitely strategic.
Yeah, like they put some thought into that. They put some thought because I honestly thought the next one was gonna be Diddy and Dr. Dre. That's just me. I just thought that was gonna be the next one since that was the rumors that was coming up.
Well, I'm trying to figure out like what made them put them together. When they doing these versus battles, it's like I don't know. I want to know what process Switz and Tim are going.
It's like, are they trying to do like
a good matchup,
careers that's neck and neck right now? Yeah. And like, all right, let's see who could just put it over the top.
So is this us? Because I feel like all the battles before them been producers. Or it's been like the Babyface and Teddy Riley were songwriters.
Yeah.
What is this going to be? Is this just his? Because this might be the first one that's actually songs between them. So which one? How are they going off of this one?
Yeah, I didn't. But that's why I was like, how do you get to the 20?
Like all the other Southern
artists?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, how do you get to the 20? Like, that'll be a different way to judge it. Because
funny shit I just thought about though.
What's up?
Jill Scott and Erykah Badu, they was on the same fucking song.
What's on?
Roots. What the fuck? If you know,
you're not socially distancing. Excuse me.
Yeah.
We're not socially distancing.
We're not social distancing.
All I want to hear is
I forgot, but everybody.
What's that song?
You got me. You got shit. Like I know, nigga.
Yeah, somebody just played that in the beat.
God damn. So look, there. She was on the studio song, but Jill Scott sung the shit live and killed that shit. So that's dope as fuck.
So she gonna use like the live version versus the studio version?
That'd be funny if they did, but I'm just saying, even pitting them against each other like verses like that, and to think, remember that they were on basically the same song. Even that is like a versus. So it's just like Jill Scott versus feature, or was it Erykah Badu studio?
I don't know, but I want to see it. I'm gonna definitely watch it because I just love music.
What else we got to do?
I'm not up on that.
We're gonna tune into it.
I'm gonna be buckled down and waiting for this one.
I guess I'll see you next lifetime.
Yeah, because
I'll be right there. Yeah,
you was in college when they was in there.
That's all I want to hear. That's all I want to hear is lifetime. That's all I need to hear right there.
Not that old. One day I'll tell you how old I am. I'm not that old as shit. But anyway, y'all didn't listen to this podcast to talk about age. We did. You know what I mean? That's just flat out. But anyway,
what's up, bro?
We got a couple of the best actors in our lifetime. Denzel and Will Smith. We might spend a few minutes on this one. We got to really unpack in this one. Denzel, I seen both of their careers basically my whole lifetime since I was young. I remember Independence Day when it first came out. I remember movies from Denzel as far as back as Philadelphia. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And Training Day was just, that's the lazy one, the easy one to go to, but
that's a cool classic.
And you still can't get around it. You know what I'm saying? Training Day finally got him the Oscar. So, is it? That's what it is.
No, Training Day got him the Oscar.
Okay, the Oscar. I'm just trying to make sure I got the awards right. But yeah, man. So, what do you guys what resonates for you guys as far as these actors? Typically, or
excuse me. Oh, I'll go. So I think when we got the outline on what we was gonna talk about was Denzel versus Will, I think the first thing I thought, I was like, Denzel just got this clear cut. You know what I'm saying? But then I started looking up some shit for Will. If we gonna talk about numbers, Will crushes Denzel with numbers. Yeah. He has 4.2 billion in gross revenue as far as his films, compared to Denzel, it's only like 2.7. You know what I'm saying?
He doubled.
So even with it's like with Will doesn't have those type of awards that are those prestigious awards like the Oscars, the SAG Awards, and something else. I'm definitely like Golden Globes and shit like that. But you see with the numbers and how his movies produced, if you just want to go strictly money, then that's him. Even with Denzel in Training Day, who only the second actor to win Best Actor as far as Oscars, 104 and shit. Mm-hmm. Out of his top grossing films, that shit landed number 20. Training Day landed. He got 51 movies and the shit landed number 20.
That's because it's a hood classic.
Right. You know,
it's a hood classic. It ain't gonna touch every.
I think number one was American Gangster.
Every one of the TBS.
Are we?
Yeah. You know,
are we basing like?
But that's
are we basing that off of how much money they made or how much we like? Because to me, I don't care about how much a film sold. I feel about if I like the film or not. Mm. They both great actors, but I just feel like me personally, I like them both a lot. But Denzel, I like his films more. Maybe I feel like he plays more serious roles better.
Yeah, they play different kind of roles.
Will, I feel like Will is more broad with what he can do. Like as far as like comedy, I want to see Will rather than Denzel every day of the week. Right. Like, if it's a serious role, I want to see Denzel for sure. But like a couple movies, I like Training Day, of course. John Q is one of my favorite movies too. I like John Q a lot. Yeah. American Gangster for sure. Inside Man, Deja Vu, shit like that. Flight. I love Deja Vu. It's a bunch of like they Will Smith.
And you can't forget he got game. Yeah, he got game, of course.
Oh my God!
Like he got game. He got Malcolm X. He got Malcolm X. He got the Hurricane. They're both good actors. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Denzel movies is more for the urbans.
For the hard and more.
Yeah, it's for like it's more like hood classics that you know a lot that he comes out.
You know, Will probably wouldn't touch.
Yeah, exactly. You know, he'll do the broader things like Bad Boys and things which I love Bad Boys. Except the last one was horrible. The last Bad Boys, I didn't like the last. I didn't like the last Bad Boys. They too old.
But the thing is,
like they too old. It's over.
But I don't think.
I think they waited too long to like.
Denzel could do that like Bad Boys. No, he couldn't. That's what I'm saying. So,
but then you'll look at Two Guns. You look at the Equalizer.
That shit wasn't Bad Boys.
I like the Equalizer 1 and 2. Equalizer 2.
Equalizer was hot.
Equalizer was hot.
Equalizer was definitely hot.
Yeah. The Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3. That joint was hot.
I like that joint.
On the one on the train. That movie was hot. So it's like he could really do that for real. But Will Smith is just more broader and.
Feel like
Will Smith gets majority of. That's why probably his gross is right higher because he gets more of.
Yeah, I feel like
he gets a bigger audience.
I think it's the role. I think it's the roles that he's taking. Like just like you said, the different type of actor that they are. Will Smith is going to take a lot more of a family. He's going to take an animated
family.
Yeah,
right. He was he played Aladdin.
Right. He did Aladdin. He did Shark Tale.
Yeah, so we're going to have a bigger crowd.
It's almost similar to like a Kevin Hart, almost like
family's going to come out more than a couple.
Kevin Hart can hop on a cartoon and be a character, like you're saying. Whereas like, you know, it's just his voice, and he'll be in a whole movie, and it'll just be more broader. Once you know, oh, hey, he was it. That was his voice,
and families are coming instead of just couples.
Right. Exactly.
Some people got 4, 5, 6 kids.
Right. So
that's right there. Like,
I mean, honestly, shit. Like, I still want to go with Denzel, but it's not a landslide like I thought it was going to be.
I'm definitely going with Denzel. Like,
I really think it's like the MJ LeBron debate. Like, I feel like
it can be.
I feel like Mike is considered the GOAT, but it's like as a all around do more. I feel like Will has played more different types of roles, but nobody is going to give him the edge over Denzel just because. But like, just saying, nobody's going to get an edge over LeBron.
And you got to give Will Smith Fresh Prince, man. I ain't going to leave Fresh Prince out.
That's another thing. TV shows.
Fresh. You can't. Nah, he don't have it. You can't. But what I'm saying as him putting himself in there, it impacted his ability to do other things. That was the starter. That was the starter.
Yeah.
Before rapping, it was rapping and it was Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
And then my rap name was gonna be Fresh Prince. And then it went from there. Into acting and stuff like that.
I like what he did in Pursuit of Happiness though. That was a great movie.
Yeah.
Pursuit of Happiness.
The Book of Eli. I like the Book of Eli too.
That was one of my favorite songs. I gotta be honest though. I think Will plays more of himself.
The Book of Eli. Who was in the Book of Eli?
Oh shit, that's Denzel.
That's what I'm about to say.
But no, that's still one of my
Wasn't
favorites.
Will
My bad.
I Am Legend?
My bad. That was one of my favorite. That was one of my favorite Denzel movies. The Book of Eli.
Right. But I still think Will plays more characters that's kind of like him. So I know on social media for me, Will is probably one of my favorite people that I've ended up following. But that whole inspiration that he is as a person,
right.
I can see that in Pursuit of Happiness.
Yeah,
you know
right.
So I kind of think he like I said, he plays more roles that are like him or similar roles, even like Bad Boys, and then you put in there like what's another one that he played that was like close to Bad Boys?
Like Men in Black?
Huh? Men in Black wasn't it?
Men in Black was horrible.
You definitely never gonna talk about Wild Wild West either.
Men in Black and Wild Wild West definitely puts Denzel ahead of Will Smith to me. Just off them two movies.
No, Men in Black.
Them shits was horrible. Men in Black and Wild Wild West was horrible.
Men in Black.
Now I like Independence Day. But Men in Black fucking horrible. Men in Black.
I was on Amazon the other day trying to find one of them.
But don't forget, Will Smith did Ali. That was great. That was hot.
That's range.
That was hot. That was his range.
Well,
Denzel the Hurricane. Right.
Moving Hurricane Quarter.
Exactly.
So,
I always hated that kid on there, man.
I just said Ali because nobody mentioned Ali when they breaking down the list. So you definitely got to put Ali up there for too.
Even just to go back in, like I said, so the only reason again like I wrote the numbers is because from that standpoint, it's going to be people that's going to be looking at this and they're going to be like, well, you may look at the numbers, but you want to look at, you know what I'm saying?
I ain't including the numbers or nothing.
Yeah, I don't fuck with numbers as far as this or the better actor, but for me, the better actor is going to be Denzel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's still hard to say because I think it's just basically relative and what you prefer.
Yeah, what you prefer.
It's what you prefer. It's whatever movie you in at that time. Like,
so.
But that's a great debate though. That's definitely a great debate.
I don't think you can miss watching movies with either one of them.
And I think like just off top, like D said, you would straight go with then like if somebody was to ask me straight off the top without me really thinking and doing research, I would say Denzel off the top of my head.
Yeah.
But you really gotta put Will into consideration with the things
they
that
both goats.
He's done.
Both goats. It's possible for two to coexist at the same time.
That's a good fucking true though. Even like I don't want to do add TV in there when we talking about as far as acting and shit. But that's great. That's a big part. Because if I'm sitting there like on IG, like I said, like I feel real relatable to fucking Will.
But I feel like you gotta add the acting though, because that's weekly content. That's weekly shit. And Fresh Prince was a banger. Like, I still watch that shit to this day.
Fresh Prince was great. Fresh Prince was great. Fresh Prince was great. Like, you could compare that with Martin. That was great.
Man, those two, man, the Cosby show. Those three was
really.
I ain't know on the Cosby show. I know you was watching that day.
What's underrated? What's underrated though that I like was Jamie Foxx show. Me personally, yo, that is fun. Yo, that show is funny. Yo,
when they talk about like top shows, they like why people leave that shit out.
Top shows, top talented person. Period. Like
absolutely.
TV show,
like
R&B albums, comic stand-ups, movies. Like what you want? Like that's a goat too.
And you take great roles. You can do
everything, bro. Jamie Foxx is a goat, bro.
Yeah.
Like
do everything well. He's definitely underrated. He should definitely get his flowers. But Insecure, man. You know what I mean? That's been one of the good reviews. People always like. We've been getting good reviews saying people like that we touch on Insecure weekly.
Yeah, they love the.
I watched it this week.
They love the male perspective of Insecure, which is a good thing.
This is y'all shit though, so y'all can definitely go.
This is your
like no, this is your shit, bro. Like you call me like, yo, you watching Insecure? I'm like, no, I'm watching Mike Jordan. Like,
I'll take it.
It's freaky as shit.
I'll take it. I watched it again. Had another rewatch, and a couple of things I just took mental note of. a rift building between Molly and Issa. You guys notice that? Anybody where you notice the little rift that's developing between Molly and Issa?
Yeah, it's been a long time coming.
Yeah, man, but it's like really like boiling over right now.
Yeah. What specifically you mean about?
I think kind of like with most things, I honestly think it's usually non-communication.
Okay.
I think that's what it really is. I think because what I'm watching, what I'm saying from watching is basically them keep putting off this, conversation that they're supposed to have.
Yeah.
They sparked this conversation in the supermarket. AJ, I know you saw it in the supermarket, and it's like, basically they both feel like they be coming for each other. I don't want to give too much out, but
I mean, it's on right now. Like, if you're not watching them,
they've been saying
the fuck. Like,
well, I mean, for that though. So how you feel about approaching the niggas when you got conflict?
I mean,
I think that's all it is, really. It's just a conflict type of thing.
I never really had a hard time. I think it's just like that's probably like one of the easiest things to do. Is like
I feel like I feel like we don't never had
that. That's easy. That come natural.
I had issues like I feel like between us, just all homies, like we never had no super major issues. But like, we always had little small shit that we could always come to each other and talk about. Like it ain't, we don't handle it the same way females handle it.
So. What I think is, if you can't approach your homie about some tough shit that you just need to get off your chest or whatever, and they can't respect or accept what you're saying,
right?
Then y'all ain't really cool. There's no time that I think I'll be like, yo, y'all can't tell me what's on your mind or whatever, and I can't really fucking receive it. I actually would much rather.
Right.
It don't matter who it is.
You gotta welcome that.
I welcome like the truth of shit.
Right,
especially if something fucking bothering you. You know what I mean? I think with Issa and Molly though, I think their kind of issue is and how they've been putting off their conversation is because one, they don't know how to attack the situation where it's I don't want her to think that I'm like coming for her at any given time. And I think
he's gonna be defensive.
I think both of them feel that way. I think they don't really know because if you notice, if you like watching the show, sometimes when they want to be direct, but it's just like the other one is not receptive of how direct they're being. But that's just how the other one is feeling. But then it's also you walk in that line, it's like, well, did she really ask for her opinion on this? You know what I'm saying? So I think they're both battling that, like how to have that talk with the other one. And also they got their own shit going on, so it's kind of like they want to make sure they take care of their shit before they.
It's like that. They in the in between. They like in the in between. It's like they in the in between stage almost.
Or even not. I mean, or if they even start talking to them and just like they throw that shit back in their face and then they ain't got no response for their own shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I think it is.
They famous for throwing things back in each other's faces.
I noticed something about another thing about the episode. How do y'all feel about like? Remember, Issa and Lawrence? They was talking in whatever shop they was, and they was making like a joke about something. And Lawrence's girlfriend walked up. Like, how do y'all feel about that situation?
That's
like, as far as like, I could, because that was weird. Like, I could see like why Lawrence's girlfriend felt weird in that situation. Yeah. But honestly, Lawrence and Issa really wasn't doing shit. And that's a perfect example of like something looking like it ain't what it is. Like, because they really was making like it wasn't nothing, but
it really wasn't. But I think the whole point of that scene was basically to show how similar Issa and Lawrence actually are. You know what I'm saying? Like, so they've developed, like, because they've been together so long now, they developed the same kind of likes, the same kind of restaurants that they go to, the same kind of coffee. They like a certain kind of coffee. You know what I mean? And they haven't. They still haven't.
Underrate an inside joke either. You can never underrate an inside joke.
Right. Inside joke is something nobody else is ever gonna catch. So, you know what I mean? You slide that in anytime no one else knows. So, but basically, that was basically what happened with that scene. I believe that was just.
What y'all think the next episode gonna bring up?
This ain't my drift.
It ended up with them on Instagram. He jumped in the stories, liking shit and carrying on. You know what I'm saying?
Waiting on the response, right?
Yeah, waiting on the response, grinning like the Grinch. Oh my goodness, that was the craziest thing.
Like that. You wait for that.
So we already
bubbling.
You can just imagine where they're gonna go from here with that. But that was one more thing I wanted to touch on with the show.
What's up?
The Friendsgiving. She didn't plan on even inviting him to the Friendsgiving.
That shit was kind of
Condola, his current girlfriend, Lawrence's current girlfriend, Condola, did not plan on inviting him.
I don't know how long they been.
He invited himself.
How long they been?
4 or 5 months, 3, 4 or 5 months.
I'm pulling up. I'm pulling up.
It was probably like
I'm pulling up. It's a Friendsgiving. I'm pulling up.
They making up. They making up. He understand your alarm now. Like your alarm. Like when it go off. Like you can't keep doing this every night. Like you stay there. You staying with me.
So here's the thing, Jay. So because you don't really watch it, but of course it's all fucking relative.
Right.
So basically, I think the whole Condola situation with with Lawrence and whatnot, they looking at it as, or Lawrence is looking at it as like we're dating right now. You know what I'm saying? We're kind of moving in a certain direction, moving at a certain pace. So that Friendsgiving joint, he was like, well, shit, you having a Friendsgiving? I'll come through.
Right.
She didn't go out and say, you know what I'm saying? Like,
come through. I want you to come.
But he looking at it as,
he figured as they dating.
Right. If we going to be doing
and they
this
going,
thing, it was like, no, it's cool. I don't mind. Now, in that time that they having this Friendsgiving and whatnot, now it comes out that maybe they're not as serious as he thinks, which is the fucking plot twist for me. You know what I'm saying?
Right. They didn't know.
It is the plot twist.
And that's the thing. Like,
so he there expecting her to act a certain way towards them, and you know how like when you're dealing with somebody, they up under you and things like that. They was up under each other.
But it's just funny for me.
But it might not have been what he expected when.
I just honestly think that they both was on different kind of mindsets.
They are.
She's coming out of it like a bad relationship, and he's coming out of a bad relationship, and they just want to. I think he really wants to be still in a relationship. I still like I said a few weeks ago. I still think that he still wants peace, and I think the vice versa, she wants him. And it seems like the way it goes off, that's what it's looking like is going to happen, or what it's setting up. These shows like that take you for a turn and lead you one way and then just take you a whole.
They'll probably do that like the last episode before we go into season 5. Like,
right.
You know how they do it. The last episode.
Y'all think that they're gonna end up getting back together?
I definitely do.
Yeah, I think so.
I think that was what it. Like I said, I thought that a few weeks ago. I still think they want each other.
But that's the thing. Like I think I said something about it last week. That's the predictable part of it. So you are expecting that, but it's just like how we get there and how we are going to get there, or at least right now how it looks. That situation with Condola and Lawrence, that shit was unexpected. Like I didn't think that would happen. Like, but damn, they already laid it out in front of us. Condola is coming out of a divorce and shit.
Yeah.
So it's not that thought didn't even cross my mind. Like, damn, Condola probably don't even want to be in a relationship and shit.
Right.
And it clearly didn't cross Lawrence's mind. So that whole Friendsgiving thing like caught him off guard to kind of not really hear from her, but hear from a friend like, nigga, you might be a rebound on some shit.
Right.
And I think more common with us as men is just like, unless we talk about that, this ain't really nothing serious, something like that. If you showing real interest in us, then we kind of look at it like, damn, you probably want to carry this as a relationship eventually.
Yeah, right.
And we don't have that. And I think that's the predicament that he was in. So all that shit, you roll all that up, and then the shit that he doing on Instagram with Issa is just like, yeah.
But as men, like we cool with being a rebound unless we.
As long as you know what's going on.
We cool with being a rebound.
You just gotta know. You just gotta know what the situation is. Know what the situation is.
I'll be a rebound every time unless I really like it.
Know the temperature. Just know the temperature of the water before you jump in it. Like you know what I'm saying.
I honestly think that he was got his heart broken, and I think that he's just looking to get back in a relationship. And I think that's why he's
not keeping it player though.
He's really not. Like I think that he's
not keeping it player.
I feel like he got his heart broken.
You
know what I'm saying? Like Issa broke his heart. He's broke his heart, and I think that he's willing to jump right back into a relationship now.
Yeah,
he's that kind of personality.
And that's the one that's coming to the Friendsgiving. That came to the Friendsgiving.
Right, he invited himself.
Right,
she made that known at the end of the episode. Like,
well, that makes sense though. Now that you said
that shit.
And then they both got some things off their chest because they weren't communicating. And I think that's the same.
I promise. I'm gonna watch the next
episode.
I'm watching the next episode.
Yes, they not long. They 30 minutes. They easy watch. It's not like watching one of the car shows that's an hour.
I didn't have 30 minutes this past week. It's like that's what I'm trying to say. I didn't have it. You know what I'm saying?
All right, man. Well, we're gonna pay some bills, man. We'll be back for the rest of the podcast. Stay tuned.
Lane's Carpet Cleaning is a small, family-owned business which prides itself on customer satisfaction. Focus on delivering the best carpet cleaning and upholstery service experience one can find while educating customers when needed, as well as helping extend the life of customers' furnishings. Follow Lane's Carpet Cleaning on Facebook and IG at Lanes_carpets_cleaning. Good Space Studio, providing a photography space for rent for photographers and creatives alike. Promoting good creations, good vibes. Follow Good Space Studio at Good Space Studio PHL on IG and Facebook.
Welcome back. We want to go into the next topic, NCAA. Finally and conveniently relaxing their rules on eligibility requirements and they're
allowing the players to profit off their name and likeness and image and stuff like that. But it seems like a direct response to like the top players in college committing to the G League instead of going to college. So what did y'all want to discuss as far as that?
That's like one of the topics that we touched on a couple of weeks ago. That was the kid named
Jalen Green.
Jalen Green. We talked about that and that having a direct correlation into the putting the pressure on the NCAA to have to make a move as far as so they don't lose too many more prospects. Yeah. Their whole thing is making money off of the prospect for at least a year, being able to get that 1 year eligibility off of them.
I don't think it's the fact that they're losing the prospects. I think that they're losing like top prospects, and this has never happened. Like you always had a couple players like that went overseas. I remember Brandon Jennings. He went overseas to play ball instead of going to college. Moutier, I think, did the same thing, whatever. But now these top recruits that would be top recruits going into like Kentucky, North Carolina, shit like that, they're going straight to the G League instead. So this is creating a way different dynamic. Like you always have to deal with a couple players, but not like a top player doing it.
I think it's hard. I think it's hardly between like you hardly would see that. Like you were saying, like it's really no players really going. The top players don't usually. The only place they would go was the college. Yeah. It's like you wouldn't really lose too many top players. I guess the last one would be Brandon Jennings.
But the top players would be the only one that could actually, make a change with that though. Yeah. Like if it was like lower class players doing this, the NCAA wouldn't care. Right. But the fact that it's 5-star recruits and things like that, you know what I'm saying, it's kind of forcing NCAA hand. But I feel as though NCAA should have always been paying their players back to where they was making the video games and they was making their players exactly the same thing. Yeah. Like the likeliness was crazy, all the way down to the visor. You know what I'm saying? The way the players look, the college students look,
the ratings,
and the ratings, the way they play, like they should have been paying them for that, at least for that. But you know what I'm saying, it'll have number 7 instead of using their name, and that was their scapegoat and not paying the players. So
I got a question though. Like being as though Deontay was actually a college athlete, how do you feel about this? Like,
they owe you money.
They owe me money.
They owe you.
They refund check.
Also, shit is funny that you say that though, because even with this being put in place, the NCAA isn't actually paying the players.
Yeah, it's not the NCAA.
It's not the NCAA.
Well, I mean, they can just get endorsements. They're allowed to get paid from.
And while I understand that, I still think it should have been the responsibility to what you just said of the NCAA. So for them to say that
this is going to come from a third party, it's almost like, well, why the fuck couldn't we do this from the beginning?
Right.
Because it's still not taking out of your pocket.
Right.
It's still making your money. So that third party that's coming from,
I mean, NCAA makes millions.
That NCAA kind of just want to keep everything
to them.
And at the end of the day, it's all a money game. You know what I mean? And I think as far as the third party and, you know, being an athlete, I think the problem that comes up with that is the synergy and commodity of the other players and shit. Because now you may get into
create a different dynamic on a team.
Create a crazy dynamic.
Right.
Like Pippen almost. Like you gonna have like
right. You want to think that you should be getting more money, and they're trying to come up with that baseline. Like, so how do we
like a scale?
Yeah, how do
like
we
a scale to pay the players?
How much they should get paid or something like that. So I think that could. It may be a little detrimental, to be honest with you, as far as like how the team works. You know what I'm saying?
I think it could be too, because like you're gonna have certain star players getting certain endorsements, and these are still young kids at the end of the day, like not kids,
right?
But like they're just coming into their manhood or whatever. So it's like certain egos might not be able to, like, say I play for Kentucky and our best player got a Nike endorsement and he's in commercials and he's in movies, shit like that.
Right.
Like, he's going to have an ego, whereas though the ninth player on the team might be like, all right, well, I be killing him in practice. Like, why is he getting all this and I'm not? Like,
the fourth player.
Yeah, like,
yeah.
Shit, but I'm just saying, like, it definitely brings another dynamic.
And the public is like, he's the man, and it's the rest of them. And then you looking like a cornball, like, at the end of the day, like.
For sure.
Definitely a good.
Also, with that, they're saying that, so the NCAA wants to take their hands off of it. They're not paying anybody. But then he also said to the school and the conference. So it's like all the big money makers that were making
all
money.
The people that's profiting off us directly, right? They're not kicking back. Yeah, I do have an issue with that, but this is, like I said, it's a start. Yeah, like, it's definitely a start.
It's definitely a start.
Like you said, I don't understand why they wasn't allowing that from the beginning. If like this, it's not coming out of your pockets. This is allowing me as a student athlete to put more money in my pockets, so I can live comfortably. Because Jameis Winston, for example, he was still in crab legs. This boy plays for arguably the number one team in college football at this point. He's going to the market to steal crab legs. Yeah, it's no reason in hell that's ever supposed to be happening. This is one of your top athletes.
Do you think that was playing?
I don't know if it was playing. I think he a dickhead. You saw him eating the W's and shit.
In all honesty, I still think top college players and all sports is still getting paid one way or another. Like, they still getting money.
No. We know that.
Like, I watched the NFL draft the other week, and they in these crazy cribs,
bust down,
all these chains and bust down rollies on and stuff like that.
I bring that to the point where they said that it's not supposed to come directly from the school, but it's going to come. Boosters are considered a third party.
Yeah, exactly.
Boosters are an extension of the school.
Exactly.
Yeah,
well, you see now, All American, you seen that. So it's just like, you already know what the booster's about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I know one way or another, these athletes are still getting paid, whether the NCAA tries to block it or not. I mean, LeBron had a Hummer in high school. Come on, like, yeah, okay. All right. It was his mom's.
I think it's a good. Finally, something.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
it's a good.
And we was talking about it a few weeks ago. Maybe these kids, you know, the top kids going to, you know, taking different avenues. Maybe that was the needle that was the last needle in the haystack, whatever.
Right.
So maybe that was the thing that pushed them.
I wish the college game was out when my man was in college. I would have played with him, man. What you think your rating would have been?
I mean, I was
69.
I don't know.
Nah. I would have put him at 76, man. 76. 76?
Yeah.
He said 69.
That's disrespectful. We ain't gonna get into it.
I give you like a good 73.
Damn. Or at least I was the higher number, nigga.
I give you a good 73.
I had those two nieces.
You can make a couple good plays, but like,
my height in high school.
I ain't trying to hear that shit.
But
no, the NCAA, but the NCAA, the president of it, I think it's the president, was saying that this is something that moves towards the process of making the college athlete experience better.
Right.
Listen, you in college, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit
gonna be crazy.
Bruh.
It's different. It's different. It's different.
And you making hundreds of thousands of dollars.
It's different.
And leagues, you might be making millions of dollars. Yeah. Because you might have like a Nike deal that's well, at least they might not give you the whole 60, 65 million. What do they give you 25, 30 million?
Right.
Well, a G League deal or something like
but
that.
it's not even that. You gonna have the players that's like, all right, so there's certain players that you know are going to be good or whatever.
You're not even eating regular lunch.
The company's taking risk. So if I try to sign a player that's in the G League right now for a 5-6 year contract, by the time he's at his prime, he's still gonna be under me. If I'm treating him well, I can just extend that contract, or he's gonna be able to go branch off and find whatever contract is good for him. But if they can lock I want to know how these endorsements are going to play out, like the length of the deals, how much money, this shit like that. Because I feel like while you should let them get paid, I also feel like it shouldn't be one player on this level and another player on this level. Because that's going to bring chemistry issues for sure.
That's how I gotta be. At the end of the day, it's still all business. So you
still back in order
everywhere in life. If you're a business, if you Nike, if you Adidas, or whatever the situation is, you still gotta look at it as this is what I think you're worth. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what you want to sign them as, and it's not going to be because I'm worried about your fucking feelings. Like at the end of the day, you're a client. You know
I'm not talking about the company. I'm talking about like the schools as far as like dealing with their team success, like the coach, for example. Yeah, if I got one player that's making $1 million, he might start thinking now, I'm already getting millions.
Like, you make more than
I don't need you. Like
you making more than
you might have that.
You definitely will.
You will have
certainly
like say Zion Williamson. Say this happened when Zion Williamson was in college. You can't tell me he wasn't going to get offered major money from pretty much every person he could get offered it from.
But see, I don't think
they don't have a cap.
Maybe I'm endorsements, but I'm thinking like maybe the little whatever number that they give the kids, even if it's like $10,000 a season, whatever it is.
Just let them
don't have a cap. I don't know what it is.
There's no cap. They said.
Yeah, I think it should be. I think it should be just to kind of control everything that's going on. You don't want to,
because you know some bullshit gonna come with it.
Yeah, exactly. It's always gonna be bullshit that comes with everything.
One of the probably bigger issues of it is
exactly
them trying to figure out is like what they said was they don't want it to be an inducement of recruiting, but it is at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like if I know I can do this, or I can fuck with this booster,
and make this, and make this, then
and I know it's going to be legal.
Because this booster got a cousin that work at Nike.
Which is how you know what I'm saying. Which is how this shit always worked before anyway. Yeah. But booster gonna be like, y'all gotta pay $100,000 for this kid or whatever. Like, you got other ones. That's just going on behind the scenes. It just ain't fucking legal. But now it's legal, so I know I can get more money if I go to this school.
As far as like the product, like college basketball, college football, but you know what's gonna start happening. Well, is it a league set in place for football like it is in basketball?
What you mean?
Like a
transitional league, like a foreign league.
It's not a league like that. So
well, it seemed like this XFL. It seemed like a lot of the players.
It was starting to. I think like 2 players got drafted in the draft.
So that's like a start.
And it's like things like that. People that would be like 59s on Madden. And they someone was in Madden because I got nothing else to do, and I was like signing players.
Remember? Remember the boy? He hate me.
He hated me.
And then he made it. He went to the NFL and played for the Panthers. Like he was actually alright.
And if they'll make it, we'll see. But it's a lot of them that's signing XFL.
My question was, do y'all think it's going to like affect the product, like the actual games being played? Like, so since say for example, do y'all think the Kentucky versus Duke game next year will be any less interesting, any less intense because these top recruits are not going?
No.
Right. That's why I think it's a good thing too. I agree with you, but
well, we only saying that now because only like 3-4 players have done this right now.
But you got
now. If a lot more start to do it, then it's like,
you know what I just?
I don't want to watch Duke versus North Carolina. Like I'm gonna turn the NBA TV and watch this G League game instead. Like
that might be another thing too.
That's just made me start thinking of incentives because with contracts and you come with the endorsements and stuff like that, they may have some shit in there that happen essentially. That you gotta get a certain amount of yards or touchdowns and shit. We'll pay you bonus from a company standpoint. You know what I mean? Like I didn't even think about that part,
Well, what about
production?
What about our last topic, man? We want to pick it up a little bit, man. We've been spending a lot of time on the last one, but our last topic is Rodman. Dennis Rodman on The Last Dance, man. He played a pivotal role in all of those championships. Well, most of the championships. And he was on there saying he's basically saying that he could guard LeBron. Do you guys believe that? Like he could stop LeBron?
No, Dennis Rodman can't guard LeBron. I'm not trying to hear that shit.
Nah,
I'm tired of these old players.
I don't think
way more athletic,
it's over.
Way faster. And LeBron will bust Dennis Rodman's ass. Like, stop playing. Y'all niggas is tripping right now. Come on, bro. Like Dennis Rodman to have a hard time. Like I'm not trying to hear that. It's nothing you can tell.
LeBron have a hard time at all?
Guarding Dennis Rodman? Are you serious?
No. I'm saying like
guarding Mike. Yeah,
I'm saying being guarded by Dennis Rodman.
I don't think so. No.
You think he'd be
6'8", 260?
I think he will give him a little problems.
Rodman 6'8", 6'9".
Yeah,
6'8", 260, running almost the fastest player.
But we've seen people give Brian like little fits.
I see LeBron
like a Tony Allen and things like that.
Show me a clip of Tony Allen giving LeBron.
I mean, it's probably not a clip.
I see LeBron get Kawhi 30 in the finals.
All right, that's cool.
Average 30 in the finals. So y'all not gonna tell me Dennis Rodman who like no?
I don't know. Dennis Rodman got more defensive players.
I'm not trying to hear that shit.
Dennis Rodman was one of the best.
That's because that's all.
When he was on the Pistons,
I'm not saying he could have, but I think he still could.
When he was on the Pistons, he was the best all-around defender in the league. When he was on the Pistons.
LeBron ain't got no moves like that, bro.
He don't need moves.
I know he's strong, but smart enough to be able to be in the right position.
Is that like Brian was like well, I ain't gonna say Brian. I'm gonna say Rodman was kind of like how like Ron Artest was. Like he was a good defender, but he'll always be in the right position.
Right, he's smart, and that's why
he'll be in the right position.
Ain't good defense.
LeBron,
but I mean, eventually Brown will wear him down and take over. Like you know what I'm saying, that's how I look at it. Brown will eventually wear him down and take over.
So let me ask you a question: If Dennis Rodman is guarding LeBron, who the fuck is guarding Anthony Davis?
I mean,
that's not the question.
We're not playing one-on-one though. That's what I'm saying. And LeBron excels at passing the ball.
Luke Longley.
Are you fucking serious?
We don't gotta get into that.
Like, come on.
Hey.
That's not even we're not talking about.
All right,
listen. We can have this LeBron shit later.
That could go all day.
We can have this a different day. Let's talk about Dennis Rodman. Y'all losing your fucking mind thinking Dennis Rodman can guard LeBron.
I think he could guard LeBron. I don't think it's
Rodman
the whole time, the whole 48.
All right,
Rodman is nuts.
The thing is with Rodman, the thing that I just respect about his craft, and the attention to detail. Like Rodman knew exactly what the fuck he was. Right. So to have the debate that Rodman can guard LeBron, I think is fucking legitimate. To be honest with you, I mean, he knew for a fact that he was a great defender. He rebounded.
He accepted his role.
Yeah, he accepted his role. He was rebounding. He was a very good on-the-ball defender. He sat and watched film to make sure that he knew exactly where the ball was coming off the rim.
Right.
Like, people don't do that, but he did because that was his craft. So I always respect what he did as a player, and how he approached the game. Yeah. Even as wild as he was.
Well, he knew what he was.
Yeah,
he knew what he was.
That shit, but he never guarded a LeBron.
You didn't have to.
That's what I'm
you didn't have to. He didn't need to score. Like he was the only player that one of the only players that I know that didn't need to score to make an impact on the game.
Larry Bird could just do everything else other than jump and move people. But,
listen, Rodman can have 0 points and 25 rebounds. Yo, he was a match made in heaven for Mike. 25 rebounds, no points. Get the rebound. Give Mike the ball. That's it.
Jackson was a match made in heaven.
That too.
That
understand.
But let's get to Rodman in these 48 hours in Vegas, please.
It was more.
All right. Listen. Well, that's what he asked for. Yeah. He asked for 48 hours in Vegas.
They told him to be back.
And Phil gave it to him.
He make it back predictably.
But they said when he came back, he was still more in shape than anybody else.
Yeah, Mike
after partying for 3 days.
Mike said it took him 4 laps to catch him around the joint.
And he was drinking hard. Like, he was drinking hard. Him and Carbon Electra.
Y'all believe when he said he never did drugs? That he never did drugs?
No. Rodman definitely did drugs, man. He definitely did drugs.
Rodman was high out of his fucking mind.
He did, man.
But
yeah, Rodman crazy. That's it.
Anything else on Rodman?
Rodman crazy.
No, we're gonna catch the other episode.
Nah, we pretty much know about Rodman, man. He was a great defender, a great rebounder. He did all the dirty work. You know, that's what he had to do. That was his job, and he knew that. So that's what made him great. What made him great was he knew what he had to do.
We want to thank everybody for tuning in again, man. I Respect Your Opinion podcast. D-Wade, myself, AJ, and Dre. We'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in. Remember, subscribe, like, and comment. You know, and we'll talk to you next time. Take care. Be safe. Welcome to the IRYO podcast. We made it through another week. I'm myself, Joel's dad. I'm here with D-Wade to my right, AJ to my left, and Dre Lane to my far right.
You did ever intro.
First of all, nigga, I'm not to your far right.
Hey man, I'm fried, but
Yo, shit.
we can't keep this, man.
Nah, man, we done with this shit, man. Yo, we can't do this shit. Yo, we can't, yo. Ain't no way, yo. Ain't no fucking way, yo.
Do you like?
I don't. I only know one song of both of them. I
That's
know
not what I'm saying.
Call Tyrone, and I know Let's Take a Long Walk.
You like them?
Let's take a long.
This boy, man, wake up.
Nigga said all 4 of us.
Wake up, man.
IRYO podcast featuring myself, D-Wade, Dre, Lane, and AJ. Don't want to introduce yourself?
You just introduced us, bro.
Y'all can introduce yourself. Welcome. Yo.
Stop it, Ty. I know one thing, them fucking crabs smell good as shit. Let us introduce ourselves. And then you can transition into the first topic.
Do you have the outline up, bro? Have the outline up.
Today we're gonna be talking about
What the fuck is wrong with
Joel's dad. I'm here with. You want to introduce yourself?
AJ Gray?
Introduce yourself, bro.
yo, this Dre Lane, Instagram, Lanes_Carpet.
You doing IG?
No, go ahead.
Yo.
He ain't listening.
I'm dead. Right. Nobody listening.
Oh, yo. Just say I respect your podcast.
I respect your
podcast. Yo, tell them to stop running. Hey, Dre!
Welcome. Welcome back to the IRYO. I Respect Your Opinion podcast. I'm Joel's dad.
This nigga do not listen.
Yo, fresh recording, man. We rolling, dog. We rolling, man.